Life is a journey that is reflected in the roads you travel on, day in and day out. When you're driving, you'll come across people who are kind, people who let you in, people who give you your space, people who are courteous, people who appreciate what you do for them, people who are patient with you, even when you make a mistake or don't know where you're going. Appreciate these people. Try to be one of them as often as you can. When you're driving, you'll come across people who are not kind, people who are show-offs, people who try to cut in at the last second, people who have no regard for the rules or what's right, people who will infringe on your space, people who put you at risk. Try not to mind these people too much. Everyone is just trying to get to where they need to go. When you're driving, you'll come across people going the same speed as you, people you vibe with. Sometimes you'll stick with them for a while, like the person who stayed behind you the whole time on a long highway, the person who's stuck with you and hasn't tried to pass you once, even as you both pass others. You'll watch out for each other as long as you're together. Eventually, one of you will break off, and you'll feel a little bit of sadness as you say goodbye to this friend that you never knew. When you're driving, sometimes you'll face an endless amount of traffic trying to make a difficult turn onto a main street. It'll feel like no opportunities or breaks are coming your way. You've already been there for what feels like an eternity. There's pressure building from the people behind you. You've been trying for so long to get onto the right path. You'll wonder if you'll be stuck there forever. You won't be. Just remember that hard times feel harder and longer when you're going through them. You'll make it through eventually. Or maybe you'll decide to go a different way. Either way, you won't be stuck there forever. Nothing lasts forever. When you're driving, sometimes you'll find yourself on a 3-lane highway. Sometimes you'll be living life in the slow lane. This isn't a bad place to be. No pressure to move at speeds you may be uncomfortable with. But you shouldn't stay in this lane forever. Most of the time, you'll be living life in the middle lane. Lots of people in this lane with you. A comfortable lane to be in. You can just function on autopilot. But sometimes you'll feel like you're progressing too slowly. People are constantly shifting in and out of this lane. You can be one of those people. Sometimes you'll be living life in the fast lane. A high-risk, high-reward place to be. You're making good time getting where you need to go. Other people may be pushing you to go even faster. Don't let yourself go faster than what you're comfortable with. Living life too fast can be dangerous. When you're driving, you may be stuck behind someone who is going slower than you would like. You may be frustrated in the moment that they are holding you up, especially if you are already late. Try to be patient and kind with them. Everyone is just trying to get to where they need to go. Maybe they don't know the roads as well as you do. Maybe they aren't as comfortable driving as you are. There will be times where you may find yourself in their shoes. You will wish then for them to be patient and kind with you. When you're driving, sometimes you'll keep hitting every red light. You'll have frustrating chapters where you can't build any momentum. You won't be able to get anything going without something else constantly slowing you down or stopping you completely. You'll feel like life is out to get you. It's not. It's just an unlucky stretch, and you'll be through it eventually. Nothing lasts forever. You probably have stretches of green lights more often than you think, but it's much easier to notice the bad than the good. Life is fundamentally random, a game full of luck and chance. Everything balances out in the end. When you're driving, sometimes you'll have your friends or family with you. You are responsible for them. Your actions are bigger than you think. Your decisions don't just affect you, they affect them as well. Be smart. Be safe. Avoid the dangerous roads. Don't get distracted when you need to be focused. Make sure everyone gets to their destination safely. When you're driving, sometimes other people will get mad at you. This may be justified or unjustified. Just remember that everyone is just trying to get to where they need to go, and they won't like it if you prevent them from doing so, even if it's an accident or not your fault. Own up and apologize where you need to. Stand your ground where you don't. Sometimes you'll get mad at other people when they are preventing you from getting to where you need to go. Try to keep your patience. Let it go in situations where you can. Don't let something small prevent you from getting to where you need to go. When you're driving, sometimes you'll go through rough patches. These times and conditions will be difficult to navigate. You'll face dark storms that you'll need to weather. Storms that may be external, internal, or both. Some you will know how to handle. Others you will not. Stay focused. If you need to pull over to collect yourself or wait until the storm passes, do it. But just remember, these times won't last forever. Nothing lasts forever. You'll make it through, and there will be sunshine after the rain. And sometimes you'll go on incredible drives, long stretches of open road, periods where it feels like you're just gliding through life. Nothing or nobody is getting in your way. Everything around you is beautiful. No troubles, no stress. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Enjoy it while it lasts. Nothing lasts forever. This applies to both the good and the bad. Cherish and appreciate the good times. Maintain your composure and keep the faith during the bad. When you're driving, sometimes you'll get lost. Sometimes the directions you are given are unclear or wrong. You may not know if you're even going the right way. You won't always be able to rely on others. You'll have to figure it out for yourself. Sometimes you may be lost for a while. You might think you'll never find your destination and you'll be lost forever. But you won't. Nothing lasts forever. You will find your way. Sometimes this will mean having to ask for help. No shame in that. Everyone needs help sometimes. When you're driving, sometimes the way you plan to go is blocked. Sometimes you'll find out about this in advance. Other times you'll find out at the very last second. Sometimes it's easy to find another way forward. Sometimes it's not. Don't turn around just yet. Remember that there are usually different ways to make it to your destination. Explore them. They may be slower, they may be harder, but they may get you to where you need to go. And sometimes you won't be able to find a different way. Sometimes you'll have to choose a new destination. Having to choose a new destination will be extremely difficult, especially if you've already been traveling a long time towards your original destination. You may not want to change your course. You may hold out for as long as you can. Sometimes you'll remain upset for a long time after arriving at your new destination. You'll wish you were at your old destination. But eventually, you will have to let it go. You will have to accept that it is what it is. Doing so will allow you to keep moving forward towards more new destinations. But sometimes, the new destination will be somewhere unexpected. Sometimes, you'll be glad you changed course. Maybe it took you on a road that you had never driven on before, a road less traveled, a road full of undiscovered beauty, a road meant for you. So live life like you're driving. Pay attention to what's around you. Listen to your favorite music. Take in the views when you're on a scenic route. Don't spend too much time on your phone. Know that nothing lasts forever. Appreciate the journey. And remember that others on the road are on their own journeys as well. Just like you, they're all just trying to get to where they need to go.